it is I, Jen, your pudgy picker, at the desk in my office. Same thing every time. Went to the Savers today and had fun experiences. I have a story. I tell you, I'm a magnet for trouble. Anyhow, I want to show you what I got, and then I'll tell you my funny story. I don't know if it's funny or sad. I guess I can let you decide. So, we're going to start with the clothes, and then I have some hard goods. I spent like 50 bucks today. Everything was half price, of course. $52.40. Got this, and then I got the opinion thing. Now, what I normally do on this is they give you like a, hey, we're going to give you a, a code to use as a coupon. I never use those because I always have like a 20% off coupon, or I have points stored. So I go in there and I leave my opinion, and then I just don't worry about it. So yeah. Next. So let's show you tops. I kind of went a little crazy on the tops today. So this one is one that I got at the thrift store. I've been trying to buy some sleeveless tops because I've been trying to get a non-farmer tan, which I normally do, so that I could, if I go out, I have a little lounge chair that I bought that I'll go out and I do 20 minutes this side and then flip over and do 20 minutes on the other side. 20 to 25 is my usual. That's how I'm getting so brown. So yes. So I looked at some of these and I was like, wow, I really like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll get rid of it. But I don't know. I did find a few sleeveless tops. I only have two. I have this one and I have one that I got from Temu. So it's basically, the shopping bags. If you just cut the bottom off and you put it on, that's what it feels like in the summer to wear a Temu top. Most of them are that weird polyester, but whatever. Anyway, let's jump right in it. This one does not have a size or a maker's, but it was only $4.49, so I paid $2.25. But it's this very pretty t-shirt with a nice big, I guess it is purple. It looks kind of purple, but it's more blue with just this butterfly. It's a basic tee. I don't know if I'll keep this one because it's a little big. I actually had a top, the one let's see, have you seen that one? Oh, it's a real thin black and white striped one. I usually put that on and then I follow the side seam and then I tie a knot in it so it gives it a little more, it's not just like this big voluminous. I do that, and then when that doesn't even look decent, then I just, donate. So there's that one. Does it have a size in the seam? Yes, it does. A lot of people take the tags out. I know it's a sensory thing. I get it. This one, no, it just has a wash instructions. So there's that one. Now this one, don't tell me it looks like an old lady, because I don't want to hear that. This is an only necessity. Now, I know some of their stuff can be basic, and some of it can look, if you're a little old lady, don't feel bad. But it looks old lady-ish, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready to take that on yet. It's too much responsibility. So I got this one, and it just is gray. It has the little, like, flower bouquets. And this one is, 2X. So this one was $3.29, so $1.50, $1.65. You can't beat that, less than $2. So there's that one. I mean, even if I only wear it to lay out or, mow the grass or whatever, that's fine. This one is so stinking cute. Sonoma, I know that's a Kohl's. I think Kohl's sells it. The Everyday Tee. I've had a few of theirs and I don't mind them. I like them. I don't go into Kohl's very often because I'm cheap, so I don't usually shop at regular stores very much. So this is a 3X, and I can't remember how true to size they are. This one was also $3.29, and it's this gray one with little smiley faces. Couldn't you see me wearing that? Look at that. That's so me, little smiley faces. So yeah, so there's that one. I'll try it. I'm not gonna try these on today. I'm tired and I got 5 million things to do. I left the thrift store. I had made my grocery list last night. So I went and I go to Aldi's, and then I go to a local chain. So I did all that. I got home. I had a whole bunch of fruit. So I sat down, turned on the news, and I got everything chopped up, put in Tupperware containers and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's been a busy morning. So this one again also has the tag ripped out of it, but I had one similar to this probably a long time ago. This was $4.49, so I paid $2.50, and it's just this peachy pink with this heart on it. So it looks comfy. I thought that would look nice. I could wear it with my black shorts. Now this one I picked up and I thought it was cute, but I am going to sell this one because I believe it is a 5X. It is a just my size. I don't really see too many just my size that aren't just regular t-shirts, that this one is actually a tank top. Isn't that cute? So it's got like flowers and, you know, scrolly things on it. So that one I will sell. This one I really like the color of this. It's like a really dark teal. This is a basic edition. Now, basic edition back in the day used to be Kmart. I don't know, do you know of any stores that sell basic edition now? I don't sell basic edition because, so this one is definitely for me. This one is a 3X, $4.49, so it'll be 2 1/4. Isn't that pretty? Oh. Sometimes when you get some of these tops, they look nice, but when you put them on, this one fits really nice, and it's not like, you know, some of them are like, you know, you lift your arm and everybody can see everything you're wearing underneath, or not. This one, I bought this one, and then I was like, oh, I didn't realize it was so expensive. $9.79. But I think I'm going to keep this one. It is a Lane Bryant, and Lane Bryant Avenue, you know, it's a Russian roulette where you got somebody who put a decent price on it, or the usual where they put a higher price. This is like a V-neck pink top. Look at your flamingos. So I'm probably going to keep that one. Thought that was cute. Short sleeve. I'm sorry if I'm going too slow. And some of you love clothes, other ones don't love clothes. I asked you on a recent video, and you guys were clothes and fabric, and some people said whatever you find. This one is an Ellos. I think that might be, I don't know, is that what Kohl's too? This is a 3X, $4.49. So again, 2 1/4. And there's what it looks like. A little cap, short sleeves. And it says, do what you love. Which I do. Being here with you guys and selling. Now, this one was in the bigger girl sizes, but this is not a bigger girl size. And I saw it and I thought, I know somebody who loves horses, and this would make a perfect gift. Now, if you're interested, you can buy t-shirts, or if you have t-shirts, and there's a way to cut them and then just sew the bottom, and it's like a little shopping bag. So I thought of the perfect person who has horses who would absolutely love this. And it says, buckle up, Buttercup. So if you're interested, let me know down below if you want to see me do this. It doesn't take very long, and it's kind of ingenious. Or if you just want to go and look on YouTube, you know, how to make a shopping bag out of a t-shirt. I'm sure there'll be a million people ready to tell you. This one's a woman within. It's 2X. Their stuff runs a little large. $4.49, so $2.25. Isn't this pretty? You know, the whole horizontal stripe debate. But I thought that was pretty. So I'm so happy I got some sleeveless tops. I never thought in a million years I'd wear sleeveless tops, but you know, and unfortunately I have a little bit of a wag. So I don't put my arms up too much when I'm out in public. No, I'm kidding. You know what? I am what I am, and if people want to look or don't look, then that's fine. Okay, we'll move on to the hard goods. I usually find trays that have like a mirror in them, but this one was kind of cool, and I thought, you know what? This will probably be a really cool thing to use for like a vanity tray. I think there's a few scratches on it, but I think it'll clean up nice. It was only $2, $3.99. And it's this real pretty gold one. Now look at the edges. It's almost like a grape leaf and grapes. And the handles are like that. So I thought that's kind of cool. You know, a lot of them are silver, or they have just a little bit of the gold around the outside. And I thought, you know what, I think somebody might like that. And trays are great when you sell them like in your space, because you can use them as display. So I could go in there and put stuff on it to stage it. And then if it sells, that's good. And if it's under something, it's not really taking up a lot of space. Now, some of the mirrored trays, like this, I have the shelves on the back wall on each side, and I like to take the trays and stand them up in the back, and it reflects what's in front of it, so that they don't take up much room at all. And, you know, it kind of gives more depth to the booth. I feel a sneeze coming on. Okay, so there's that. Now I do something funny. I just started doing this a couple of weeks ago. So when I go to get in line, there's always a line on Mondays. Then they have, like, you get your carts, and then they have that first aisle. So I go over and I look through the window. And I'm like, is there anything? Because everybody goes through that first aisle and it gets clogged up. So I look and I'm like, yeah, I want to look at that. I want to look at that. So I had two things I wanted to look at. One I didn't buy, and the other one I did. This was $4.99, so I paid $2.50. These always do really good. They're just basically a bank. This one says poker money. It doesn't have a marking on it. It says shop 5, whatever that is. But I think it's tumbleweed pottery. Those always do really well. And it's neat because some of the corks are not just like this. They have the actual bark of the tree, of the cork tree. Did you know corks came from trees? Whoever thought? So yeah, I find these not super often, but I do find them more often without the cork. So when I see one that I like, that I think will do well, that I could put even this on my guy shelf, I think it'll do well. So $2.50, not bad. I had that sign, what was it? Oh, what was that sign? Not the Shih Tzu one. Warning, killer Shih Tzu or whatever. What was it? It was a black and white sign. Any metal sign, the enamelware signs, old, new, whatever, you know, that people really like. So when I saw this one, and it's brass, and it has the original price of $12 on it. Can't tell from what store, but this says wine cellar. So I think this should do well. It was $2. It was $3.99. And I will probably just put this up for like 8 to 10, and it will sell. And it will sell pretty fast. Okay. You know, I've had children, and I've had to use the plug, you know, so your kid doesn't go over there and electrocute themselves. And I saw these, and I looked them up, and I couldn't find any on eBay. So I did the barcode search, then I did the, you know, picture, you know, just a picture search. Didn't find anything. Typed in the name of them. Didn't find anything. So I think these should do pretty well. There was 2 of these. $3.49. So I paid what, $1.50, $1.60, $1.75 for both. And they're called Ouchlets. Game Go is the brand, and there's 4 of them in here. So you have one on the front just to show you what it looks like, and then the other 3 are on the back. I just thought that was adorable. Preventative medicine for outlet shocks. Okay, so there you go. So list those. I don't know how much I'm going to ask. Even the little plasticky ones for more than 4 is like $5.99. So I think the novelty ones should do pretty good. On the back, it has a sticker that looks like it maybe was in a private sale. Not a private sale. It doesn't look like something you'd find in a store. And they say $5 each. So, but not too bad. I've sold these before. I don't find them very often. But these are polyester loops for crafts. You know, we all did the little pot holders back in the day. I know my mother had ours for years, and them things, they were stinky, they were burned, they were sad, but she kept them because we made them for her. Because that's what mothers do. So it's, how many are in here? See, they at least got like a new way of doing them, so you don't have to do the pot holders. $3.49, so $1.50, $1.75. It doesn't say how many, 250 pieces. So yeah, glad that that is new. I found several handfuls in the bins when I was there. I gathered them up. They were very clean. They were older, the older version, but some of them were a little bit stretched out, and I ended up selling them, and the person was not particularly happy. I get it. I probably shouldn't have done that. These being new, it's fine. I don't know what this is, but it's adorable. I don't think I would use it for a candle because it's that resin. It's, you know, if you put a flame in there, it might not be a good idea. You could probably do incense, but I think it is an ashtray. But it's resin, so I don't know. It's this little turtle guy. Isn't he adorable? So I paid $2.50 for him. And this is what his little shell looks like. And then you take that off. I mean, what would you use that for? I mean, you could use it for anything you want, but it's got, these divots are too big for, you know, a cigarette. I mean, you could use them for a cigarette. What do I know? So, but I just thought he was too cute. So I don't know, I'll have to come up with some kind of decision as to exactly what he is or what he may be so that I can label it and look it up appropriately. But he was just too cute. And look, he's got a little tail. So, did get some fabric. They had a couple of smaller pieces. If they have a lot of smaller pieces, they'll just bag it up and put a price on it. And then they've been doing this thing recently where they'll put two smaller pieces. They won't like Swift tag it together with like the price tag, but they put it on the same hanger. So yeah, so one of these was $2.49, and there's two pieces here. So the first piece, see, they're not even connected, is this kind of 80s-ish look one. And then this one with the purple flowers. So yeah, so there's probably at least 1.5 yards on each of these. Most of my fabric goes in my booth. I sell it for $3 a yard. So these two, this one says Nature's Reflection Northcott, and then this one, I don't know, and you probably don't care, Wyndham. So if I don't recognize the name, I will look it up. Some things do really well, like Waverly brand. They do a lot of upholstery fabric. So if it's you know, something kind of unique, or I've never really seen the brand, because they will always put the brand mostly. Sometimes there's no brand at all. So, but along the edge you see the writing there, so it gives you a place to, you know, look that up. So there's that. So I got those two pieces for the same price. This one was $2.49, so it was half. And there's at least 2 yards of this. Pretty pink gingham. It's not check, it's gingham. And then this one I thought was real pretty. I kind of hesitated on the price, but I thought, man, that's really unique, and I think it should do well. I don't even know if it has a name on the side. I don't really see one. Yeah, there's one. So I'll look this one up and see. It is C.S. Shamas and Son, and it's got a number. So this was $2.49, so I paid $1.25. And there's what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? So you have the African print and design in the back, and then you have these zebras, and I love them because they're so realistic. And look at you, it's even the babies. See the baby? So yeah, there's probably 1 yard, 1.5 yards. So, but I thought it was unique, and I couldn't say no. Although I have a lot of fabric still left. I don't know, it kind of slowed down for a little while, and then it picked up again. So I don't know if people are just, you know, when spring comes, everybody's worried about their yard and making plans and vacation, and the kids are going to be out of school and all that. And I think once you kind of get settled in again, people are like, oh yeah, I got projects. And then as you get a little further into summer, then people are looking for, you know, Christmas and Halloween and, you know, that's, you know, a lot of stores put out stuff so early, and I always think, oh, that's so early. But when it comes to fabric and stuff, that stuff takes time. You're going to buy it, and you're going to spend time making something. So it makes a little more sense to me. I still have my nautical stuff up. I really need to take it down. I really need to. I'm going to be changing out my front display probably in the next couple of weeks. And then I will be able to do a booth tour. I know a couple of you are like, hey, booth tour? Booth tour? So when I change that front out, I will do that. Also, I'm looking forward to, they put out a 6-month, first 6 months of the year, and then the second 6 months of the year, and then the year. And they rank people for if they have a single booth or smaller, top 10. And then, you know, more than, you know, one booth, top 10 of how people are selling. So since I've been basically on my own since January in my own space, it'll be interesting to see how my numbers are. If they went up, if they went down. I'm always on the list. I'm usually in the top 5. But I think this last year I kind of dropped down to 6. I mean, there's people selling good stuff there. So, I mean, I'm still making good money, so I'm not going to cry about it. So I got some, and I think it's garland. We're gonna look. So it was $4.99, so I paid $2.50. Oh yeah. See, garland in any kind of configuration or any kind of design usually does pretty good. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Are we hung up? I think we're hung up. Well, I wanted to show it to you, but we're just gonna have to. I don't know. But you get the gist. You know? Isn't that cool? So I might have to untangle it or something. I don't know. We got wound up. Whatever. It's like watching somebody try and untangle jewelry. It's like, So yeah, not bad for $2.50. See, now people laugh at me. Well, maybe they don't. But, you know, it's like, oh, you have a vacuum. You know what? I am going to probably... next Temu order I do, I'm probably going to order one of those and maybe do a giveaway. Would you guys be interested in that? Because I take this out and there's all these little like crumbs now on my desk. And also my desk, I have a blotter, but I also, it's an old door. So I have grooves and everything else. So that's why I have it. So there's that. It looks like one fell off, so we'll have to figure that out. But they have holes in them, so it should be pretty easy. And this one doesn't look, well, it just looks like it was by itself. What else? I got one more thing to show you. This is for me. I love little stupid, adorable things. I'm very much like my mother in that way. You know, you'd get her something cute and she'd be like, wee! You know, she just loved it. And I always think of her when I get... when I get bags or boxes of stuff or a bag of stuff, when I got that bin at a garage sale that had all the different what was it, like fridge magnets from different places, and there was keychains and little, you know, like little stones that had, you know, jiggly eyeballs on them and stuff. My mother, I would just give that to her and she just would have dug through that for hours. Okay. All that to say, $1.49, so I paid 75 cents for these little adorable cable organizers. Aren't they cute? So there's, what, 4 of them in there? Yeah. So it looks like, I don't know. I can't tell what animals they are, but they're cute. I don't know. Could you tell what animals those are? They're very odd looking, but I don't know. It's cute, and I wanted it, so I bought it. So I believe, oh, one last thing. And I had my batteries with me because I had my bag-o-bags that everybody calls it, and I call it too. So I was able to test this before I spent the money. So the price on this was $6.99. So I paid, what, $3.50? And here's what it looks like. They're pretty. So it's plastic. It's, you know, but it's pretty good weight. And it says Westminster something and Company, London. But I thought it was neat because if you look at the top, it looks like a crown. So I thought that was pretty neat. And it's funny, I put the battery in there and I'm standing like this in line. Yeah, it's ticking because it doesn't have a second hand. So, yeah, it's glass. So something like this, I could probably put like 20 bucks on. And I know people loved the little pink plastic little pedal, look like a flower clock. It sold almost immediately as soon as I took it in. I think I had like $8-10 bucks on it, but it went, which is good. So that is it. That is all. I'm going to get this stuff priced and organized and sorted out so I can go out. Our mall is having a vendor picnic today. It's a Monday. I know, it sounds weird. But everybody brings a dish. So Mr. Pudgy Picker is making his famous tomato and purple onion salad. Oh, it's so good. He puts an entire bulb of garlic, cuts up the tomatoes, cuts the purple onion, kind of not super thick, a little thin, and then does garlic, oregano, and olive oil and just mixes it and then lets it sit for a little while to kind of marinate. Oh, it is so good. Oh, so I'm going to have some of that today. So when I went grocery shopping, I'm like, tell me what you need so I can make sure we have everything we need. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to get back to what I was doing. Thanks for checking in with me. I do appreciate your time and you sticking around and enjoying my videos because it's a lot of fun and I want to keep doing it. So I will see you guys next time. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Click the notification bell. Also, thumbs up, thumbs down. You know, the drill. I do appreciate it. I know sometimes I watch videos and I was like, oh, that's a good video. And then 3 videos down the row, I'm like, oh, I didn't put a like on that. So I always, you know, I try to remind you guys because I know I forget and I'm a YouTuber. So I will see you guys next time. And until then, happy picking. Bye. Won't put that in the video. Oh, we started recording.